Welcome to another episode of I'm Tired of Being Right All the Time. Hello, I'm Axl Rose, also known as Johnny Wright, President and CEO of the Biosphere. This is our website. Please visit. These videos get posted there. A lot of help is there, a lot of blogs, a lot of pathways to exceptionalism and philosophy and tactics, both. You need both. Philosophy is the justification for why we're doing what we're doing. It's not enough just to tell people, hey, you need to do that. Hey, you don't need to do that. That's telling people that fails. If you want to train them, teach them. If you want to transition them and transform them, then you've got to justify it. So the philosophy and the tactics, that's the policy, the process, the procedure, the 3 Ps as we talk about that. But today, I'm right, and what we're talking about is leadership versus management. These are 2 very distinct and different things, and I'm spurred on to share this with you because of a coaching session I had this morning with a great guy, really smart guy. I'm going to call him Mike. It's not his name. I won't mention the business he works for. I've worked with him for about 3 months now, and super sweet guy, super nice guy, talented guy. Without question, talented. Talent not enough. The world is full of underachievers with tons of talent. It takes 4 things to be exceptional, to be great. Talent, the 4 T's, talent, training, that's us. Tenacity, it's the person we're training, their passion, their desire. And time, which is limited. None of us know how much time we actually have. And to act like we have unlimited time, to act like everything is infinite is to, well, we call that Superman syndrome. That's a whole nother video. In fact, you can see all of these videos if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is called I'm Tired of Being Right All the Time. It's not very creative. With a W, by the way, on the word right. Leadership versus management. Today, this great guy, Mike, and I had a session that was painful. It hurt my head, it hurt my stomach, it hurt every part of me. And I'm sure Mike was in a lot of pain too, as you were listening to that. Painful session. Why? Well, because the undeniable happened during that session. The undeniable is when I present something to someone that can't really be denied. These are the facts. This is a reality. And the way I do that as a leader, my philosophical approach is to ask questions much more coherently than I uttered the word, but to ask questions along this pathway. I consider it the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. And so I built the road. And I know where we're heading. We're heading to the Wizard of Oz. This aha moment, this thing, this epiphany, this beautiful, the great and powerful epiphany, aha moment. I built the pathway. I bring them along with me. I ask questions and they follow me. The Pied Piper, if you will. Name your analogy. Leaders ask questions to get people to see the world as they see it. The best way to get people to see your point of view is to help them see their own. And that comes from asking questions. Important, powerful. You're like an attorney kind of along this process. So leadership, asking questions to get to an understanding. In today's session with Mike, I was asking a series of questions and he's providing answers. And there was clarity to me in those answers that he considers himself a victim. Let me give you the... This is the physical personification of... All right. This went better in rehearsal. So this is a victim's mentality, all right? This is people who believe that they're being held back, oppressed, that they're a victim of other people, of forces, nature, God, whatever, their upbringing. They point fingers outward, right? Oh, it's all about that. It's the blame. From QBQ, question behind the question, they talk about the blame question. Why aren't you doing this? Why isn't management doing this? Why isn't this getting done? Why don't we have enough of this? Why don't we have more of this? Those are blame questions presented by a victim's mentality. And this trainee, Mike, has a victim's mentality. And so I've seen photos on his Facebook page. Yeah, he looks like this. There's snakes coming out of his head and poison. And it's all about everybody else. And it's negative and it's garbage. And And here's the problem with all of that. The problem is that you can't overcome that because you are the one victimizing yourself by your state of mind. Those things that we point at outside of our control are outside of our control. But we tend to fret about them and blame them and point fingers at them. That's a victim's mentality, which Mike brought with him, I am convinced. Pain of the moment is not of the moment. It is about a previous moment of unresolved pain. Bill Gothard, the great fundamentalist speaker, I remember when I went to see him when I was 18, said that, and it resonated with me. All these years later, it has stuck with me. Mike's pain he brought with him. We also know it as baggage. He brought it into this business and into this culture, and it pollutes it. It destroys it. It breaks it down, just like anyone who brings their baggage in, and that poison and that victim's mentality, that blame approach. That's not leadership. It is management approach or mismanagement. Managers make demands. Do this. Don't do that. Can't you read the sign? They point fingers at everyone else. Why aren't you doing this? It's all about you and your failure to execute, to do this. It's not about me. I'm just being awesome over here. That is a manager's approach to a leadership problem. Leaders ask questions. How to critique without being critical, which is on our blog, on our website. You'll find it there. And there's a process to that. We'll get into that in another vlog. But Mike has a victim's approach, and therefore he sees the world as against him. Therefore, he stays stuck in quicksand, like cement. He is handcuffed. He is hostage to an idea. The idea is in his head. It is the real estate between his ears that keeps him stuck and underperforming, which he is. I accept responsibility for his underperformance because I have to. I am paid, I am compensated to be a leader for him, to help lead him to a better place, higher level of proficiency and efficiency and understanding, and I have failed him. I will not give up on him. I clearly have failed him so far. But today, I was relentless in my pursuit. I asked him, I told him what he needed to hear until he was ready to hear it. I asked him question after question, and at the end of it, I said to him, I don't know if you're the right leader for this place. I don't know that. That doesn't make you bad. It just means you may be colorblind emotionally to what the bigger picture is and what needs to be seen in order to be a great leader and lead the people inside that company. And so there's still that uncertainty and still the question mark inside my head and my heart. And there is no certainty, there's no guarantee that he will figure it out or that I will help him figure it out. We may both fail, and more's the pity if that happens. But we will continue to move forward as if we will be successful and continue to live as leaders, to be the change you want to see in the world, to be the kind of leader that others will follow. Are you being that? You don't have to have a management leadership title to be a leader. Far from it. You can lead from any position inside your company, inside your life. The world needs leaders, problem solvers, collaborators. Collaborative versus punitive. Those are different approaches to leadership. Punitive is punishing you for what you don't know. Collaborating is helping you figure out what you need to know. The best teachers never made me feel bad about what I didn't know. They made me feel great about what I could discover, what was out there on the other side of my own knowledge. They were relentless. They were obsessed. They were impactful in ways they couldn't possibly know or see. So I showed you the manager's victim's hat. What does the leader's hat look like? Well, it actually looks something like this. And so today, I should have taken the price tag out. Anyway, so today, I want you to put on your leadership hat. Be the change you want to see in the world. Lead people. Create the pathway. Follow the yellow brick road. Be the Wizard of Oz. Even if you have to be the fat guy behind the curtain for a while, that's okay. You will fail. You'll step back, one step forward, two steps back. Be relentless and obsessed, and you will lead people where you want them to be. Don't give up. I'm not going to give up. Neither should you. For more tips, for more suggestions, for more advice, for more direction, and for more fashion advice, please go to our website, thebiosphere.com. Check out our YouTube channel, which is I'm Tired of Being Right All the Time. I'm Johnny Wright. Have a blessed day.